Hello, and welcome to part 2 of our 9-part series with chair yoga. So today we're going to work a little more aggressively on the legs and the hips and a little bit of flowing breath to warm up the low back, the spine, and a little bit more into the legs than we did last time. So to begin, get your chair, come into position, get comfortable. Again, if you need the support of the back, feel free to rest against the back of your chair. If you are perhaps just rehabbing or using this as an option and you don't need that extra support, you may want to shift a little forward on the chair and use your core muscles to help keep you supported through the moves. So there's many reasons for using chair yoga, so let it be modified to work for your purposes. So let's go ahead and come into our comfortable seated position, feet underneath the knees aligned with the hips. And we're going to go ahead and just focus on our breathing to gather our intention. So working on that nice big inhale, nice long clearing exhale. As you set your intention here today, and take these few moments for yourself. Remember, the important part is that your breath moves. If you're able to, we like to inhale through the nose. That way the air you're bringing into your body is cleansed and purified. It's great to exhale through the nose as well, but the important part is that you exhale. Just expel all those toxins in the breath out of the body, through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels right for you. We're going to go ahead and add a little movement with our breath. So if any of these movements aren't right for you, feel free to leave them out or just work them into the range of motion that is right for you, or stay here and keep breathing. But we're going to start by adding the arms. So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands are floating down. We'll repeat that again. Inhale up. If there's arms on your chair and that doesn't work, feel free to do your exhale through the center. And inhale through the center works. So depending on what your chair offers for options, you can choose your arm movements. They don't have to match mine. And we're going to start adding even a little more movement here. So inhale, we're reaching up. Exhale, we're folding forward over the legs. So if that means to you just resting hands on the thighs for a little forward bend, or you may be able to go all the way down. We're going to come halfway up. So that's just using the muscles in your back to lift. So if you're already here, you may just fold and lift. Might be a small range of motion. If you're more advanced, it may be a bigger range of motion. As we lift, back down, inhale, scoop those arms out and up. Exhale, release. So we're doing a little mini sun salutation. These are mostly done standing, but you can do them in a chair. So we inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. We inhale halfway up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, reaching the whole way up. Exhale, back to start. One more time through that series. Inhale, reaching tall, little back bend at the top. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling back down. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Back bend at the top. Exhaling back to prayer. We're going to do that same movement, but this time at the top, instead of a back bend, we're going to add a twist. If you are, feeling good through your upper body, your twist may involve keeping the arms up. If you're working with injuries, limitations, or illnesses, your twist can be lower. So take a minute to make a plan. We're going to work through those moves again. When you're ready, you'll join me on an inhale as we reach those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling back down. Inhaling all the way up. We're going to twist to one side. It doesn't matter which way you go. Keep the arms up and twist, or drop the arms, use the chair to give you leverage as you twist around. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. We're going to inhale, arms reach up through the center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway up. Exhaling down. Inhale all the way up, twisting to the other side. Exhale, change the arms. Find your position, inhale, and twist. Holding for 2 breaths. Twisting back to center. We're going to repeat that once again on each side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling back down. Inhale, scooping arms up and over into our twist. Arms stay up or move into a supported twist using the chair to help. Don't hold your breath here. With an inhale, we're scooping the arms up, moving back to neutral. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale back down. And don't rush yourself. You don't have to move with me. I'm just reminding you where we're going. As we inhale, reaching up, prepare to twist to the other side. As you exhale, arms move into position. Inhale, fine-tune your position. Exhale and twist. Moving back to center with a big inhale. Exhale one last time, forward fold. Inhale, lifting up. And we're closing that into prayer. So while you're here, go ahead and relax the arms, roll out the neck and the head. Rotating the head in a circle on top of the spine, helping to release any tension we build up with reaching the arms overhead. And moving back to neutral. So again, we're going to work on another breath technique that's going to help to open up the chest and the shoulders, but using some arm movements. Feel free to, again, stay supported with the back of your chair, or you may want to move forward a little bit. Get your core muscles involved by letting them help to keep you stable. So whatever position you're in, we're going to reach those arms up behind the head, shoulders or elbows pointing out. What we're going to do as we move forward, we're going to bring the elbows to touch round the spine. Exhale. As you inhale, we're opening. Elbows open, chest and head lift, looking up, little back bend. We're going to rotate between those 2 moves. Now your hands are just gently placed on your head. You're not pushing or forcing the head in any one motion. You're using your breath to create this movement. We'll do one more time in each direction. Go ahead and release the hands. Nice big clearing breath. From here, we're going to create a hamstring stretch. So if you're able to, scoot forward onto the chair so your hips are right at the edge. Let's take that right leg and extend it forward. Heel to the floor. Toes, foot flex so the toes are facing up. It can be a soft, gentle bend in your knee. Don't lock it out. And if your knee is more bent, that's okay as well. Left leg can be in any position that feels good for you. I like to leave mine bent here, so it's helping to support the back and not putting too much strain on the spine. So what we're going to do is start a forward motion. Now, you may want to grasp the chair to give you a little extra support as you lean forward. If you're new, or if you're working with injuries or pain. If you're not, you may be able to let the body fold forward even further. Let the hands drop to the floor and drop the weight of your head. You can feel that stretch all the way up the back of that right leg into the calves and into the hamstrings. We're going to stay here for 3 or 4 breaths. I'm just going to slowly lift the body up. You may want to grab hold of the chair for support to lift the body. Pull that right leg in, shake the legs out, do a little twist, whatever feels nice here before we get to the other side. So we never want to rush through the moves, let the body reset in between. Once you're advanced and you know your body a little better, you can flow a little faster. But until then, just please take your time. So we're moving into that hamstring stretch on the left side. So go ahead and extend that left foot out. Heel anchored down, foot flexed, toes pointing up. Just make sure the knee isn't locked. It can have a big bend or a subtle bend. Positioning that right leg where it feels good for you. Again, hands may be grasping the chair to help you with your forward bend, keeping the pressure off your back. Your forward fold may be very subtle like this, or you may be able to keep folding. You may be able to release the hands to the floor and drop the weight of the head. Feeling that stretch up the back of the left leg into the calf and the hamstring muscles. You're probably feeling it across the lower back as well. So breathing here for a few breaths. Just letting our body settle into the stretch. One more breath. We're going to start to lift out. Using the chair as support to help guide you up. Or rolling the spine up. Releasing that left leg, little twist, whatever you need here. Moving back to center. I'm going to go with a nice clearing breath. I'm using the arms. You don't have to. Just big inhale. Make it work for you. Nice long exhale. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands floating back down. We're going to move back into that elbow breath. So hands reach back up to the head, using the back of the chair for support if you need that, or staying forward a little bit and making it a challenge. Exhale, elbows come into touch, fold forward, open. Head and chest lifts, inhale. Keep repeating that. Next time you're open, stay there for an extra breath. And on an exhale, release the arms. We're going to do that hamstring stretch with both legs this time. If one leg at a time was a challenge for you, feel free to repeat each side. If you feel like you have a little more stretch in you, you can work with me. Again, we're towards the front of the chair, hips right at the edge, but you do still feel supported underneath you. Both legs extend forward. And you can have a few inches in between. They don't have to be right together, but do what feels natural for the alignment of your body. Just be very careful with the knees. It's a little easier to lock the knees here, so be very mindful that you're not overextending the joint. So we're going to do our inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. I would let those arms just drop if you're able, and let the belly rest on the thighs at whatever point you can. Hands can be helping to support your weight, or you may want to release the hands to the lower back if you have more flexibility. Let gravity work out that stretch. Now, if your hamstrings are very flexible, you may be feeling this more into the glute, into the tie-in muscles in the back, or even into the lumbar and sacrum. So again, if you have your hands here for support, that's okay. And when we come up, we're just going to roll the spine up little by little, back to a seated position. Bend those knees, readjust. Let's do a very simple flowing twist here to end. Just releasing out that middle, getting the spine back into balance physically and energetically. You may want to do a simple side bend, whatever feels good for you to counteract all those stretches. And when you're ready to close your practice, I would just invite you to use a few clearing breaths at the end just to reset everything. Some deep inhales and long exhales. And if you're working with me, one last time as we exhale and close out today's lesson. I appreciate you joining me. I look forward to seeing you on part 3 of our 9-part series. And if you want to stay up to date with the post, don't forget to hit subscribe and the notifications so you're alerted when the next video drops. Go in peace and have a great day.